What's up guys, and welcome to my summer shredding episode 3. Today I'm going to talk about something that not a lot of guys talk about, and those are the downsides to cutting. A lot of people always think that cutting is all fun and games because we're getting shredded, we're looking good, but not everything about cutting is positive. I'm going to go over 5 things today. Here we go. Number 1, the most obvious one, you lose strength and size. Now, if you're a natural lifter and you're cutting, believe me, you're gonna lose both of those. Especially your legs gonna give out really fast because a lot of guys, when we're cutting, we do LISS, so low intensity steady state cardio, and that means a lot of like incline walking, stairmaster, riding a bike, stuff like that. Things that involve your legs, so your legs are gonna get hammered throughout your cut. Now for the past 2 weeks, I've done 8 sessions already and it's only Wednesday, so my legs are feeling really hammered at the moment. But that's just gonna happen in a cut and you're gonna lose strength in your legs like crazy. But not only your legs, the rest is gonna follow as well, but your legs will give out first. Now, a successful cut is a cut in which you can maintain as much strength and size as possible. That's why I've said 1,000 times before, keep lifting as heavy as possible throughout your cut and you will be fine. The second downside to cutting, and this is actually something that not a lot of people talk about, but it's the fact that you can get ill a lot sooner than when you're bulky. And the reason for that is there's been studies on this, and your body will create less white blood cells throughout your cut, which basically means you can't fight infections as well as you normally would, which means you get ill faster. That's why I always advise people to use a multivitamin supplement throughout your cut, and it doesn't matter which one you get. A lot of stores have them nowadays, like store brand stuff, and that's good enough. Just make sure you get your vitamins in, ideally from fruit and vegetables, but I know a lot of us shy away from those throughout a cut, so make sure you get your vitamins in to combat getting ill fast. The third downside is that it gets harder to maintain a social life. Now, throughout your cut, it's the most egoistic time of the year because all you do is you're doing stuff for yourself. So you're staying in the gym longer, you're calculating your food, you're looking at everything you take in, and most of us also shy away from like social events, so going out, having drinks and stuff like that. Most of us shy away from that, and that can make it harder to maintain your social life. So make sure that when you're in a cut, that the people surrounding you know that you're in a cut and that you're not ignoring them or anything like that. Some people might have a problem with that, but if you can explain it, why you're doing it, and if you have a set goal, people will understand it, but you need to be open with them so that you can actually maintain your social life. Now, I'm not saying you should lock yourself up like I'm someone who still goes out throughout a cut and stuff like that, but you've got to make sure that you calculate that in. So make sure to maintain your social life as much as possible, but be aware that it gets harder throughout a cut. Now, the fourth point, and it goes kind of hand in hand with the previous one, is that your sex drive will plummet. Now, so when you're lying in bed and you're cutting, all you can think about is food. Believe me, guys. And the only thing that you're actually thinking about is what you're gonna eat in the morning, and that's all that's on your mind. I wanna sleep so that I can eat in the morning. So you'll get hangry, you'll get mood swings, and that's all not beneficial for your sex drive. And that's just how it is in a cut. And recently, a lot of guys have opened up about this, that their sex drive plummets throughout a cut. And there's no shame in that, it's normal. So you gotta be aware that that happens. And your better half needs to be aware that that happens too. So talk about it, again, just as with your social life, talk about it, tell them what's happening. and make sure they know it's not them, it's actually you, and it's your cut that is causing that. And the fifth and final point that I want to talk about is sustainability. So having a physique like this isn't sustainable at all. So I look like this for at most 1 to 2 weeks a year, and that's it. Now it's not that I look bad for the rest of the year, it's just that this physique or a stage ready physique isn't maintainable at all. So when you see most of those pictures on Instagram and on YouTube and whatever, those pictures are taken in that 1 to 2 week time frame. So people make sure they've got their photo shoots in that time frame, they've got their competitions obviously in that time frame, and they make sure they document as much of that as they can so they can use those pictures and stuff like that throughout the year to give you the impression that they look like that an entire year. But the fact is that most of us, and especially natural lifters, don't. So be aware of that you can't look like that all year round. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. So I hope I gave you an idea that there's not only plus sides to a cut, but there's also downsides. Now, don't let these downsides fool you. If you want to cut, if you've got a goal, that's great. Just be aware that these downsides might impact your cut as well. So you gotta come prepared for them so that you can overtake them. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to leave a comment while you're at it. And while you're down there, why not hit the subscribe button? As always, guys, see ya in the next.